Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and hang on a second, I'm about to sneeze. Think purple, the color purple in your mind, and it will stop your sneezing. Welcome to what's going to be like a Friday reads. Oh my god, hang on. I get these stints taken out today at 1 p.m. But who's counting? Now, for those of you who don't know, I had septoplasty surgery done last Thursday. Went very well, better than I thought. But I thought my nose would be packed with gauze and the stents would go like up, they could go like round so you could feel them. And I've done some investigating up there the past few days, now that it's finally dried out, and I won't trouble you or make you sick with the details of it. It's not that bad. But suffice to say, I'm looking forward to blowing my nose. I was gonna do a tag video, and I have a playlist saved on tags I've been tagged in, and they're getting old and kind of irrelevant and outdated. Like there's one from June on the Range, from June, and others. So I was gonna do a clean slate and come up with a clean slate tag, but I'm not in the mood to do any work. So this is going to be a catch-up TBR. My months are already scheduled. I do have some wiggle room, and I'm going to suggest some books that I haven't talked about in a while, kind of out of the blue maybe for some people. I'm going to start by I'll get to the books. I haven't lined up, but it's a picture of my grandma. This picture is like 45 years old. It's from her church photo. She was a proud Southern woman, born in Kentucky, great cook, cast iron. And I lived with her in her last years. And then after she died, my parents moved out to Arizona. They had a room all in their new home for her and stuff. But then I followed 2 years later. But I found myself remembering growing up in Toledo, Ohio, her house, and the sun shining through the kitchen. And it's a long time for someone to be gone, and you're still thinking about them and talking about them. And I talked to my father about her. My dad's mother. It's pretty amazing. People aren't going to be talking about me that long. I seriously doubt. You, 45 years later, it's quite an impression people make on you. Anyway, you might see these two copies of Abbey Road. My grandmother bought one of them for me back in the 70s. One's a Capitol release, American. The other's Apple, England. And I've been comparing to see which sounds better. I think the Apple sounds better, although I must admit it does have a skip on the song Because. And my grandmother also bought me my first copy of Ulysses, not this one. This is torn up enough and taped up, but it was a Random House 1934 copy, which is I like the Gabler edition better, but this is well read by me. Nothing wrong with this edition. It has the judge's decision in it, 1933 case of obscenity. But yeah, it was in 1984. She bought me my first edition from Walton Walton's books just from the mall. Yeah, because I'd read Dumbledore's and Portrait in college, and I was still in college, and that was how long I've been reading Ulysses. Leave a comment if you still think about your grandmother, if you were close to her, if you had a good childhood. I get to talk about what I've been reading. I'll save that till Friday, and I have a cool thing I'll announce on Friday too. But starting our Philip K. Dick, I want to mention Greg at Another Bibliophile Reads. It's on his Discord. Link below in the description box to a link to his Discord if you want to join in with the Vallis Read in September. It's what we're going to be first reading. And I've been listening to old Philip K. Dick interviews and about his time during the pink light, and was it aliens or was it mental illness? Was it amphetamine psychosis? What's up with that? What's your opinion on that? Do you have one? You gonna join us? Because then in October we're reading Radio Free Abermuth, which I've not read before. Looking forward to that. Then in September, on Greg's Discord as well, and on the Voxer, we have Shadow of the Wind, which I have peeked at again, and it just, spoilers off the first page. If you love books, and I know you do if you're here visiting my channel on BookTube, it's one of those books that will embrace you in its storytelling, in its ideas, and it takes me back to like childhood. So it's a good novel. If you've never read it before, join us. Won't be disappointed. Then I have some wiggle room in September. I've read most of this, Savage Detectives. I'm a Bolaño fan. Not a fanatic. I've only read To Hell, to 666. I like to call it To Hell. Read that a number of times. Like it. So I've read like this much of it. And something came up earlier this year, I believe. And I said, well, I gotta put it down. Never picked it up. I'm gonna start it over. So I'll be listening to this and reading it at the same time. And in October, Dune. And I've been reassured that this won't be a problem for me. I'm intimidated by its size, although the font is good, really good on the page. A lot of spaces, and so I like that. Really pleased with this box set. That was a bargain at $16 something on Amazon, and then last month they lowered it to $12, like $97, and bam, had to take advantage of that. That's in October. Then in November and December we're reading Thomas Mann's The Magic Mountain, and I have the John E. Woods translation of that. I'll be reading along with the Audible. Looking forward to that. I have read it before, and I can prove it because there's annotations on my edition. But the memory is vague. I read it with a group on BookTube a few years ago. Get Naked with Valerie Bertinelli. Still haven't reviewed this. I was crazy enough to make a bet with Greg. I started the bet myself. I thought it'd be a good idea. We think it is. If within, I'm going to review this book and give it a week. If it does not get 500 views, I will donate a book of your choosing from the comments on the Monday live show. A newish book, an old classic book, Philip K. Dick book, a Donald Duck book, anything under reasonably priced, like under $20 or so. And if it does receive 500 views or more, Greg has to donate the book. So there you go. I appreciate your time. Answering your comments, and this is just a laid back video. Check in. Appreciate it.